up? What's poppin'? This is Get Smackz. I'm your host, Eli Smackz. I got my special guest here, Juise Leroy, in the building.
Man, peace, love. What's happening,
What's
Smack?
happening?
Man, staying busy,
Yeah.
staying productive.
Thanks for coming out tonight. I
Man.
appreciate you for real.
Nah, thank you for inviting me. It's
Most
definitely a pleasure.
Most
Anytime
definitely.
I'm in your presence,
No,
it's
I
always
appreciate
good.
that. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. So I just really wanted to get in here and kind of just have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Listen to some of your music, see what you got going. Of course, you know, ask some questions. Like I said, this is Get Smacked. So this is powered by I Am That 2%. Empowered Legends Inspire. Shout out to Royal Lane Studios. Shout out to Biz for making all this happen for sure.
Utmost respect.
Yeah, for sure. So what's up? So tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I grew up in Fort Worth. Originally, I'm from Ennis, Texas, out in the country. Age of 9, we moved out to Fort Worth, and that's where I grew up at, and that's what kind of established my upbringing and my way of life. So that's where I'm from. That's where I
Okay,
grew up.
so like when did you move from Fort Worth, or did you raise your whole life there? Or?
Yeah, I pretty much stayed there until I was like 21, and then I moved to Dallas.
Okay.
And I was in Dallas until last year, really.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
So yeah, I've been at in between there, Dallas, Fort Worth, the whole
Yeah,
nine.
the DFW.
well versed with a good mixture of all that.
Right,
So-
right, for sure. Okay, so how old were you when you started, you know what I'm saying, realizing music was your thing?
Man, it was one summer in 1993. I was at my auntie crib in the country, and we were playing like tag or something around the house, and out of nowhere I just started running. I just started rapping, and that's where it started at 5 years old.
5 years old.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you got in an actual studio for the first time?
Man, I was 16 when I got into the studio. I met this man named Big Mac from Ennis, Texas,
Okay.
and he was kind of molding me, and he had a brother that had a studio named E-Mac. So they invited me into their studio, and that's where I started actually recording and learning the actual business.
Got you.
So that's where it
Okay.
started at.
Okay, so like how long from when you started to like did you drop your first like mixtape album project?
Whenever I first started, my name was Young Q. Then I was like 16 or 17 when I first dropped my first.
What platform? Did you have cassettes? No.
And we had CDs. We hit up all the state fairs. Go to K104 back whenever they had things going on.
Yeah.
Donna Garza had a show called Tricks in the Head out here. So I
Okay.
was on platforms like that, like a TV show. I was on a few
Okay.
radio
that's what's
stations,
up.
everything.
Yeah, that's crazy. So with that, what inspired your name change?
Man, growth. I knew I wasn't gonna be young forever. And so I changed it to Tony Stacks, and then I had established myself because I was living a certain life. So that's where the name was inspired behind the things I was doing. The shit that I was doing in the street got me messed up. So I had to transition. It was like my caterpillar stage to my cocoon stage to Juise Leroy, like my butterfly stage. Now here I am. And I'm still being cultivated, but I've been, through some things that got me to this
Through
point.
some things. So Juise Leroy. So what is the meaning behind that for you?
Great question. Well, look at you. Well, it stems from a whole bunch of different things. Of course, the origins of hip hop, going back to, the martial arts techniques. So that's what it's inspired from, of course. The movie The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy. So that's where the name comes from. And then my name is Q. So I've been had the juice, So it's just Juise Leroy.
Okay.
So it's still incorporating, hip hop culture
Yeah.
from the roots and, carrying it on.
Okay, that makes sense. That's fire. That definitely makes sense. So what do you feel like so far has been the easiest part about music for you?
Making it. That's the easiest part. I can make it easy. Now it's just the business part
That's the hardest part for you is the business part. Like what part of the business, like dropping it, management, promotion, marketing, like what side do you feel like?
It's I guess they would call it marketing, but I guess they come with like studying too. You just got to learn like the analytics and things like that. So that's really what it is. Been the most challenging. the marketing aspect, because you want to get in front of as many people as you possibly can that actually add value to you and you add value to them. So trying to find them has been, I guess, my largest or biggest challenge.
Your biggest challenge.
Yeah.
So in that, what has been your biggest inspiration to keep in the music game?
The people that I impact and the vision that I have, that I know what will come from it. I can just see it. I can feel it. I just have to keep on pressing to get there, because it's to heal. So that bigger vision, basically, that ultimate goal, that's what keep me going.
So your ultimate goal would be in regards to music. Like if someone was like, oh, he made it to his goal, what would it be exactly?
Man. So it's I wouldn't be here to see it, to be honest. I wouldn't be here to see it, but what it would be is the shift in consciousness, people being self-aware, knowledge of self, basically, and the knowledge of those concepts that it take to actually act it out, and pass it down, and, generational, just going like that. So.
I got you. I see. Okay, so in that, with your music, what style of music would you say that you create?
Man, I call it a conceptual art. It's because everything has a concept behind it. Every song, every bar, every accent, it's all conceptual. Everything I do has a concept behind it. So that's what I encapsulated in. If I had to put it in any little box, it's just a box of concepts.
A box of concepts.
Yeah.
I like that. So if you were to compare yourself, which is a crazy question, but if you were to compare yourself to a current mainstream artist, who would you compare your style to?
I would say like J.I.D., J. Cole, Kendrick, Big Crit, people like that.
Yeah. I
Earth
love,
Gang, all them.
I was about to say I love J.I.D. The song, I think it's Never.
Yeah,
that's
man.
fire. The beat change and that.
Yeah,
I was like,
going,
I had to listen to that. The first time I heard it, I listened to it like 5 times in a row.
100%.
I would go back just to that like little part of the beat and start it over.
Square business.
Yeah, it's a fire. Those are fire artists for sure. So I wonder, like, in this like time, you know what I'm saying? Like with the music career, I know there's a lot of misconceptions people have about the journey that it takes and like the things that happen. So would you consider where you're at in your music career right now that you are like full-time in music and that's your main goal in life, or do you feel like you have multiple goals like that, like there's additional goals that you're going towards besides music?
Yeah, it's additional goals. The music is just like the vehicle. It's like it's the promo van. It's the promo van for where I'm trying to come on. This is where I'm trying to get you here.
Yeah.
But the music is just a vehicle to drive them there. That's it. Like the directions to get there.
Okay, I got that. So with the music, you're not full-time music, or do you do other things as well?
I do other things as well.
What other things do you do?
I'm a teacher as well. I'm an educator.
Okay.
So I teach 4th grade students, and they teach me.
Yeah.
So I'm a
Kids
full-time
is so special,
student too,
for real.
man, 100%. So
They really are special.
really, with me being a teacher, that's been teaching me like discipline, patience, empathy, compassion, actually listening to them, because what they paying attention to, I'm trying to see what they own and trying to gauge them in a certain direction if need be, or I'll listen for insight, because they intelligent too.
They are.
So,
how long have you been teaching 4th grade?
It's finna be my 4th year coming up. About to be my 4th year teaching. So
you went to college for your education degree, or?
I went to college for business. I went to college late. Well, I went right after high school. Then, and so I was doing what I was doing with, like the college chicks and stuff like that at one point in time. And then I decided to be serious about my education. And I went to Paul Quinn College at HBCU out in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
And they gave me an opportunity. I got my degree in business. So I was learning about psychology, basically, how to actually deal with different personalities and whatnot. And then I started working in banking. And I worked for Bank of America for 5 years.
Okay.
And then an administrator had came into the bank, and she needed assistance, and we just had a rapport. We built rapport with each other, and she offered me an opportunity to be a teacher. And I went up there. The kids like me. I like the kids. And next year I was working there for a couple more months.
That's crazy. So I feel like as a teacher, you know, a lot of us are parents and things like that. So what do you feel like, since you are firsthand a teacher, what do you feel like specifically parents can do to help teachers out?
Man.
The most.
All right, be honest. Be active in your children's education. Know what they coming home with. Communicate with the teacher to know what is on the curriculum to get done. You know, ask the students what did they learn, and if they say they didn't learn anything, why didn't you learn anything? You know, be engaged in these children's education because it's vital for their mindsets and you know the outcomes that come with that mindset. Mm-hmm. So that they need to see that their parents care because it makes a difference whenever a parent cares versus the ones that don't care. I can tell the difference. But that's what I'm here for. I provide like a void.
Yeah.
I feel in that void sometimes to a minimum.
Because it could be exhausting to have to fill that in for a lot of. I know, like as parents in this generation, like especially, it seems like it's harder because there's so many things that parents are doing just to make ends meet and things like that. So I feel like unfortunately a lot of kids lack that, you know, like touch of their parents. You know what I'm saying? They drop them off at school, pick them up at school, give them some food, put them to bed. You know what I'm saying? There's not a whole lot, and they work, you know, overnight or whatever. And I feel like there's not as much interaction as there was, you know, several years ago, where, you know, you come home from school, your mom would help you with homework, you sit down and have family dinner, talk about everybody's day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we ain't go that deep.
Our generation has just really like transitioned. You know.
Why you think it has?
I don't know. I was about to ask you that.
I think it's the incorporation of technology is one thing because a lot of people are attached to that device, that phone, that computer, or whatever other medium. So it distracts people, and our communication is all technology based. It's not really like human interactions. I like to see face to face because you can get the vibes, body language, eyes, cues. You know, the body say a lot more than the mouth does. So
it does, and I've definitely been one to misread a text like thought process. Like I'll be thinking it's something way over here, and it's really just like chill. And I'll be like, "You did not just say that." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not for real. That's fire. So, are you working on any projects currently, or?
Yeah, I am. I'm working on I got a couple things I'm working on, but one that's finna come out this summer. At least my anticipation of it is my project No White Rice. I'm having the homie Bud Beats is gonna be engineering it. Okay. So he actually has the files right now working on it. So that's exclusive. Hey, what's happening? No White Rice dropping this summer. Whoop, right here on Eli Smackz, man. One time, man. Have given to him one time.
Juise Leroy dropping white rice.
Yeah, no white rice.
No white rice. No white rice.
Yeah, it's all flavor. You gotta have flavor. You can't come regular plain Jane. No, you gotta have flavor, spaz, a little dash seasoning.
Something.
Some sauce, whatever you want. You just can't be plain.
Can't be plain. Nah, I feel that. That's great. Yeah, shout out to Bud Beats, fire.
Man, straight up.
Fire in the city. Engineer, producer, all that.
And there's a lot of local producers on there, of course. Lone Star on there.
Yeah.
My brother, Blue Magic Beat Co. Man, who else on there? I don't know. It's a lot of folks, man.
So before I met you, had you ever met a female producer before?
Yeah. TFO, like I said, that's my cousin.
Yeah, your cousin. Okay. Yep. TFO, shout out to TFO. What's up, sis?
Man. But other than that, let me try to think. Yeah, I know one out in Atlanta. She stays in Atlanta. She's from Houston. Her name is T Peasy.
Okay.
She works with a group called Bandwidth. Okay. Out there. So the homie Josh Waters and a lot of them.
So in like a ratio of producers that you've met, what is that 2 to like?
You know that's 2%.
I'm just curious from your perspective.
It's true story. It's probably like 100, like compared to. It's probably like less than 2%. It's probably 1.5%.
Yeah, no, for real. Because I feel like a lot of male producers are out here, and I've met a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And there are quite a few female producers that I've worked on networking with. You know what I'm saying? Reached out to try to find. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like. I mean, one of them is your cousin, of course. But outside of that, I feel like it's just like there's not really a huge network to even like think about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's
so
crazy.
I was like, yeah, us people's got to get it together because, you know, there's a male producer on every corner of every event, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm a producer, you know what I'm saying? I produce for whatever. But I feel like us female producers definitely are more rare. So I always ask that question because it always intrigues me to hear, you know, some people are like never know before, you know what I'm saying? Or some of them be like, yeah, I know like a good amount of them. But it's definitely varying answers for sure. So with this project that's coming up, how long has it taken you, like, usually in regards to when you release music, how long does it take you to actually create that, like, do you freestyle over the beats or do you write ahead of time or how does that work?
I do it all. Sometimes I freestyle, sometimes I punch in, sometimes I write it in my head, sometimes I write it down, text it. I do it all. Just wherever comes, I just express it to, you know, the best of my abilities.
I feel that. Yeah, that makes sense. So with the song that you sent me, has this already been released?
It's coming out on No White Rice in the summertime.
Okay, what's the name of it?
It's called The Groove. It's called The Groove. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any more introduction that it needs before I play it?
Blue Magic Beat Code produced this. So
shout out to your brother Blue Magic Beat Code. Okay.
Shout
all right.
to
We're
him.
about to check this out. Like he said, it's unreleased, so y'all getting a sneak peek of No White Rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up. Appreciate
Juice
that.
Leroy. Okay, hold on just a second. Here we
Indeed.
go.
Juice Lee. And this is how it go. I said, this is how it go. Well, please don't stop the groove. Alright now. Woo! Please don't stop the groove. Yeah. Get it. Move to the rhythm of the beat, so smooth you can feel it in your feet, I'm cool on the static and the beef, yeah. I'm Juice, who are you? Nice to meet you. I'm cool with some niggas on the west side. I groove with my niggas on the left, right, that's right. Two pretty women, Lisa.
Coming home just to get
Oh,
pipe.
no.
I should warn
Hey.
you should be gone by the morning, yeah. Only got time for performing, yeah.
Of them garments, yeah.
I make love to you dormant, yeah. I know I am enormous, yeah.
Got you hot, wet, and horny, yeah. Let's have fun,
Yeah.
not a love affair.
But I love when you come in, yeah. Go ahead, move to the rhythm of the bass. You're about to climax, I can see it in your face. In the time lapse, got you stuck between the space. But still you wanna run like you're trying to win a race. Ain't no Christian Dior, damn, they don't make them like this anymore. A nigga gotta pop a rubber band to explore. Whatever that it takes for a nigga to see more. Just please don't stop the groove.
The groove,
Please don't stop, please don't stop, please don't stop the groove.
the groove,
Please don't stop, please don't stop, please don't stop the groove.
the groove.
Pretty women in the room,
In the room now,
we ain't here to act the fool.
at the pool now. We just trying to keep it
Whoa.
cool now. So please don't stop the groove.
I just wanna make it through a day without a nigga tripping, having anything to say, unless it's positive, nothing derogative. Found another place to live, chillin' out in LA. Might even find wifey while I sightsee. Now I know you like me, and me like it. I am inviting, all the striking, beautiful black and white queen, back to my kingdom. I ain't gotta wait, your boo ass, this is swimming pool or a lake. Confused but amused cause she cute in her face. It's cool if she chill in the room, I'ma hit her with the broom, no breaks. It's lit for the weekend, say she from Canada, love how I'm speaking. Peep my vernacular like Dracula, I'm seeking my next victim. And I ain't stopping till I'm 10 times richer. Give you what you want, so heavy on the set, you can feel it in your trunk. Turn it up a little bit more and let it bump. We gon' take it all the way from Compton to Bronx and back to the funk. Thinking that loud, how proud they'll be just to see one of theirs on TV. This is my home, my own, these streets deep in my zone. My song repeat anytime you with me, you survive. You ain't got a trick, just be glad you alive. We just wanna smoke, have fun, and survive. Roll another blunt for the homies, get high.
This is what it takes, stimulate in my mind.
Get another 8, we be great, Kobe Bryant. I cannot escape, I'm amazing in the mind. And it's full of diamonds shining, please don't stop the groove.
Yeah.
Please don't stop, please don't stop, please don't stop the groove.
The groove,
Please don't stop, please don't stop, no, please don't stop the groove.
the groove.
Pretty women in the room,
In the room now,
we ain't here to act the fool.
at the pool now. We just wanna keep it
Cool,
Keep
man.
it cool now.
Please don't stop the groove.
Please don't stop the groove.
Yeah,
Hey, okay, what's up? That's fire. That was
100%.
unreleased.
Yeah, that's unreleased.
What was the name?
The Groove.
The Groove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fire. If you're just tuning in, y'all, this is Get Smacked. I'm your host, Eli Smackz. This is Juice Leroy. I have in here with me. Shout out to Biz and Royal Lane Studios for making this happen. Shout out to Empowered Legends Inspire. I'm not 2%. Man, that's fire.
Man, thank you. I
So what
appreciate it.
inspired that song?
The beat. As soon as I heard nothing else.
You're like, please don't stop. The
well,
groove
I'll
just
be
came
honest.
in your
I guess
head.
yeah, it did. But I was out in California. My bad. I was out in California like that weekend before. It was like the Grammy. That same weekend with Kobe. Yeah. So around that time, as soon as I came back to Dallas, that's the first song that I recorded right after I got off the plane.
Wow.
So that's, I guess it came from that vibe coming out there from Cali.
Yeah, it definitely
so.
has like a very like summer vibe. So I feel like that's a great track for that. So I'm really excited. I look forward to hearing the rest of No White Rice.
Man, 100%. It all roll. It's all fire. 100%.
Fire for sure. I'm excited for
Straight
sure.
up.
So I would say, so in your experience, because how long have you been doing music?
Man, like
since you started recording?
It's been 17 years.
17 years. Okay. Yeah. So for all the artists that are just starting out or are already been doing it but haven't really felt like they've gotten into the amount that they want to, like what would your advice be to them?
Shave off all of the perceptions of the chains and the money wise and all this other stuff. In order to get to the real money, learn the business. Go learn about LLCs. Go learn about building credit. Go learn about what is actually in those contracts. Learn about jargon that they actually put in those contracts before you sign your life away. Don't be fooled by what it is that you see. Learn the business, because it's a business. It's not friendly. It's not friendly. These folks are not friendly. I'm trying to be your partners.
They not.
Learn the business, man.
They hate it.
So learn the business is what I really would tell these folks. The talent, you already got it. Okay, keep on working on that along the way. That's the easy part. Learn the business. Make sure you keep as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Ownership.
That's some real shit for real, because the business side be taking people out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got a great career going, you know what I'm saying? They got the emotion, everything, and then the business just they gone. Yeah. It's just like that's it for them. So also, I would ask you. So every time I've seen you perform, you have a great stage presence.
Thank you.
Just great.
You
know, the energy, the way, everything. So, what would your advice be to people that are working on their stage presence? Like, do you practice? Do you watch yourself in the mirror? Do you what do you do?
I do all that. I dance at the crib while I'm making the song. I already know what dance I'm gonna hit when I'm on the stage. I actually do rehearse at home whenever it comes time for me to perform.
Yeah.
That week of or months of, whatever the case, I'm rehearsing. I'm exercising. I'm running like 30 minutes and I'm just singing my songs and just working on my breathing so that my technique will be, superb whenever I'm performing. So if I mess up, I know how to catch. I know what breath to catch this, this cadence or whatever it is I need to deliver. So. Yeah.
So practice makes perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure you practicing what you're supposed to be practicing. Perfect that.
That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, like when I was in sales, they would say like go to home and tell you, like record yourself doing the sales pitch and be the customer, and you know what I'm saying. And people used to be like, I'm not about to do that, and then they wouldn't be great salespeople. I did a couple of times, but I didn't like. I still don't like how I sound when I speak and I hear it. You know what I'm saying? And so that just be treacherous.
Why?
But I don't know. I don't think I don't know if anyone really just likes to hear themselves talk though. You know what I'm saying?
I know some people that do.
If you do, you have a problem. For sure. So yeah, that's what's up. I feel like a lot of us, just need sometimes that extra inspiration just to keep going. And so in those moments that you feel like maybe your darkest moments or that you're drowning, like what do you do to like come up out of that?
First, I always go within and I meditate, and I'll understand I meditate down there probably as much as whatever I'm doing. I meditate.
What does meditation look like for you?
It varies. Sometimes I'm quiet in a place where it's totally silent. Sometimes it's dark. Sometimes it's lit. Sometimes I'm in the grass, grounding outside.
In the grass.
Yeah.
In the grass.
Sometimes I'm out in the grass. Feet out. With the elements.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just consists of breathing, or sometimes it's being thoughtless and just nothing. It's just being, totally just being. But one of the main sources of me get my energy back, I go to my grandmama's house and I just listen to her talk.
Okay.
And I just
Shout
absorb.
out to grandmama.
Yep. So she like my source of regeneration. Me and my
Yeah.
cousin talked about this like 3 weeks ago, so it's crazy you asked that question.
Yeah,
so.
nah, for sure. I feel like we all have to find out what grounds us, because I feel like a lot of times our cups can be so full that, you know, we don't have no more space, and then it's like we're drowning, and then we're like, oh, like, you know, so especially, you know, I think mental health isn't really spoken about enough in a lot of communities, and I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't even think to ask, you know, like what helps ground you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what about you? What you do?
What do I do? Yeah. I play piano.
Yeah, so that's how you release.
Yeah, so if I'm really stressed out or if I feel any type of way, I'll just go play the piano. Just sometimes like for hours. Like even late at night, like I'll just be like playing, just like freestyling, and it's very peaceful for me. But I think that's also a form. I think art in general is a form of can be a form of meditation, to clear your head, you know, when it's just something like flowing out of you like that. And I think that's why a lot of times we can get in our feelings with certain music or not, because it can just change your whole mood. Right. Actually, did you know that I was listening to the top 100 US songs, and then I was listening to the top 100 UK songs, and I noticed a unique difference. So it's like the most streamed songs, the top 100 in the US and top 100 in the UK, right? So when I was going through the top 100 US, it was a lot of rap, and it was a lot of like screw over her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna eat this up. You know, it's just a lot of that. And there wasn't a whole lot of like difference. Like, it was just overall just really deprivation. If you think about it, because there's a certain place for those type of songs, you know what I'm saying? Right. But most of it was just talking about bad things, like bad things they've been through, just like in a state of deprivation, really. Yeah. So then I went and listened to the top 100 UK, and a lot of them didn't even have cuss words in them, you know what I'm saying? Or they didn't have very many throughout, like a lot of the US songs did. And then the upbeat music, there was less rap. There was still rap, but there was less rap, more like pop, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Yeah. And some Afro beats, and a lot of like Nigerian singers as well. So it was like just crazy to me, because I'm like, I wonder what it is that's different about the lifestyle of Americans versus the people in the UK. You know what I'm saying? That their mentality is to go stream these uplifting, upbeat, less, you know, depraved songs. And the mentality of the Americans is all this like deprivation. Like, you can literally go pull it up right now if you wanted to, and like look through and listen to it, and then go and like your mood will instantly be different. Like, so I didn't know, like, do you think there's like do you think that means there's an issue with the mentality of America? And like, if so, what do you feel like that it is?
I was going to counter what you were saying with, do you think that, like, so the ones that in charge of putting this music out, because those top 100, you know, and et cetera, are controlled by the majors and whatnot, do you think that it's agenda based? Like, do they want the people of America?
I don't know. See, that's definitely a theory that I've considered. Yeah. But I just wanted another opinion on it, because it's something I recently noticed, and I was just,
and I haven't.
Ooh, I didn't even know, and I haven't even gone through like France or you know, Mexico or Germany or any of those yet. Yeah. They're on there. You just type in Apple Music top 100 and whatever, you know, Nigeria or whatever. It's really interesting.
Man, I know most people glorify the bad guy, those sad stories, those underdogs and stuff like that. I know it's been like that in American culture since like John Dillinger, like back in the early film days. The bad guy, all the people would come out and see, oh, what's going to happen to the bad guy? Will the bad guy get away? Yeah, that's what they've been feeding us for a long time. Yeah, so maybe
that's true. It could be. It could
I don't
be
know.
That.
I don't know.
It could be that. But yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna have to do my research.
Do some research and get back to me, because I want to know someone else's opinion besides my own about that.
Yeah, you have my
word.
If
any of y'all out there have checked into this, definitely let me know what y'all think, because to me it was just kind of mind blowing when I realized that. But we about to keep this moving because we about to get into these little questions. You know what I'm saying? The little question segment.
Questions.
You ready for that? It's gonna be crazy. But what's up? This is Get Smacked, episode 3. We got Juise Leroy in the building. Shout out to Juise Leroy. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Eli Smackz. This is Royal Lane Studios Biz. It's powered by Empowered Legends Inspire. I am not 2%. So we've been in here just talking, and I appreciate you again for coming out for sure.
I appreciate you for having me.
Ready for these questions?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. So I got a few for you.
All right.
So who won? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Who won NBA 2021?
The Bucks.
Yes. Okay, hold on, because there's like yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are the colors in the rainbow?
Man, it's like red, blue, like a light blue, dark blue, purple, and that's violet. Let me see. Is it yellow? Shit, is it yellow?
Okay, so I don't know if it's the same now, but growing up, they used to say Roy G. Biv, right? So it was red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Okay, so I miss green.
Yeah, but you had a ring. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it to you.
Only reason I knew because the mother of my child, a 5-year-old, and she told me that like 3 or 4 days ago. So I really got it from her.
Okay.
So see, the youth are teaching us.
Okay, shout out.
I forgot one.
Okay. All right, here's a good one. What rapping music duo recently split up?
A rapping duo recently split up.
Mm-hmm.
Rapping duo recently split. Let me see. Recently
Canceled a show. Lil Wayne performed instead of them.
Damn. Nah, I ain't heard about that. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we finally got, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so apparently, according to all the talk, in the industry, they say Migos split up.
What?
And they
For
canceled
real?
their show, and Lil Wayne came and performed instead, yeah.
When was this?
I don't remember how long ago it was. Recently. It was pretty recent.
I ain't heard nothing about
It was pretty recent, yeah.
I don't be in people business. I don't be following gossip.
All right, so here's the next one. Would you rather your parents arrange a marriage for you, or would you rather get married to your most recent ex?
Shit. My most recent ex, probably my mama don't know what the hell going on. Don't know what the hell they doing.
You said mom and daddy don't got it. No.
I love you, mom. I love you, daddy. But no.
Okay. Here's another one. All right, so finish the song.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. And no message could have been any clearer.
What? And no message could have been any clearer. I don't know.
If you want to make the world a better place, take a look.
Is that Michael Jackson now? You want to make a better place? Is it Smile? What they say? I'm standing at the man in the mirror.
Yeah. So it's if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make the change. That was the rest of it.
Yeah. See, I ain't know word for word, but I know it was Michael Jackson though.
It was Michael Jackson, so you know what I'm saying. You still get some brownie points, but you still couldn't finish it.
Already,
so,
100%. I take that.
It's okay.
I like.
All right. Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands?
Let me see.
You're picturing it. If you cannot see his face, he was picturing what he looked like if he had hands for feet or feet for hands.
Damn. So if I have my hands for feet, that means that my feet are my hands already? Or do I have both hands down here and hands up here?
Yes.
I take the hands for my feet. I look crazy as hell. I just have some boots on. I'll wear some boots.
He said he would rather have hands and put some boots on his hands.
Yeah, I ain't finna walk around with no feet for arms. I can't grip nothing.
That's so funny. I saw that. I was like, okay, that's definitely going on the list.
100%.
Yep. That's funny. All right, here's the last one. You ready? This is always the kicker, right? All right. So, as an adult, how long have you gone at one time with no sexual encounters?
Man, shit.
As an adult.
Probably like a month and a half, almost a month and a half.
Was it intentional or was it just happened that way?
Yeah, no, it's intentional.
It was intentional
because I go on breaks sometimes where I tell if the woman that I'm dealing with right now, I have to recharge because I be giving out too much energy. So sometimes I have to just stop and refocus and get my my key back, man.
Yeah, no, I feel that. You recommend every adult does that sometimes, time to time?
I would. Yeah, I would because thank you. I appreciate it.
We are not sponsored by Sprite.
Yeah, let me keep that down. But I know it's been beneficial for me. I don't know, everybody is different, but it's beneficial because you have, it's energy. We're letting out our energy, so you gotta recenter yourself. Keep some for yourself. You can't give out too much.
Yeah, not for real. You cannot.
That's a great question too. I appreciate it.
No, for sure. All right, y'all. Like I said, this is Get Smackz. Got Juise Leroy in the building. What's up?
Peace.
All right. Are you ready to freestyle?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I got one for you.
Indeed.
All right.
I won't be freestyling like that, but
we're gonna do a quick little 1 minute freestyle.
No, I don't care how long it is.
Okay, all right, we gonna see how you do. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I'm gonna have fun. Good. What you mean?
All right, here we go.
I know this beat. Eli beat.
Hey.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey. They don't ball a bit. I do not follow bitches. I do not follow witches. They have to swallow quickly. Then I'ma go and get it. Nina De Niro. Jenny De Niro.
Yeah.
You see it, we get them.
Yeah.
That is Paquito. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Already know that we dodging the evil. Young nigga flat as an eagle. No, we are not equal.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I see more. Whatever you want, I'm C4. You know that I'm blowing, he going up way further than anyone else. The murder is what I represent.
Yeah.
That's for worth in this bitch. You already know I'm legit. Nigga, you know I won't quit. Yeah, my real name is Quentin. I'm in existence. Yeah, I'ma keep living. Yeah, and I'ma keep spending my time and spending my gems on all of my family. I'm off the rim and I'm off the brim. I'm right off the top. I'm at your.
Hey.
Hold on. Juise Leroy. Don't get me started. Don't do me like that.
Okay, you was spitting a little Spanish. You know Spanish like that?
Yeah, poquito español. That's it.
That's it. That's all you know how to where's the bathrooms?
Yeah,
El Baño. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love Spanish though. I be trying to learn it.
You be trying to learn? Yeah, so there's this app. I forget what it is. I think it's one of the top apps though, and it literally teaches people different languages, and they have so many languages on there. So I've been dabbling in the Spanish and the Mandarin, but Mandarin is extremely hard. So.
Man, is it called Babbel or something like that?
Maybe Duo, Duo something. Yeah, it's fire.
It's
though.
free.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try.
You can pay for a paid version, but the free version still, does a lot.
Yeah,
so.
I'll try that. I'll try the free version.
Not for sure. Are there any shout outs you want to make before we wrap up?
Man, all the DFW artists, entertainers, DJs, podcasts, you, Eli, thank you for having me here. I truly do appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Royal Lane Studios, thank y'all for having me here. I am that 2%. It's some inspired legends. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Much love, much respect. My mother, my family, my daughter. Much love, respect to y'all. Peace, prosperity to anybody that tapped in.
Yes.
And that's looking at this, man.
Shout out to all of y'all. We appreciate all of y'all.
Be authentic.
I appreciate you
for
sure.
Thank you.
I think y'all, this has been Get Smackz. I'm your host, Eli Smackz. We had Juise Leroy in here. It's been great. Appreciate everybody for tapping in.
Square business. Appreciate it. I need to come out there.
You can.